into what you remember from the ride.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The plane ride from hell, I've been on worse fucking commercial flights than that.
Really?
But this was pre 9/11 days when you could get away with a lot more shit. I mean, I seen fucking guys get their shoelaces lit on fire and crazy shit, man. But yeah, no, the plane ride from hell. Everybody had their little fucking different little deals they were doing, and some people were doing GHB, and you know.
What started it? What was the event you would say that precipitated that attitude?
It was just brewing, man. It was fucking brewing. Guys were getting, like I said, getting G'd up and fucking pilled up and whatever, guys. I mean, you know, guys were doing their thing. And Kurt Hennig was always very competitive, you know, and he knew, you know, him and Brock, we all were like we all hung out because we all lived in Minnesota. And, but you know, Kurt and fucking Brock got the tussling and went into the emergency door, which obviously, like, they made a huge deal out of it. And the fucking door, it's impossible for it to open in that altitude, so it was really stupid to even make it. It was okay when Vince and fucking Kurt Angle, like the flight before that, fucking had a takedown tournament in the aisle, but like as soon as it happened with them, they made a huge deal out of it. Then fucking Flair comes out in his robe, fucking balls naked with his fucking robe on, strutting down the aisleway. JBL and oh yeah, no. First, Michael Hayes, he almost pissed on Linda McMahon in the fucking. He was like all fucked up, and he's going, and he's like this, and he's like trying to whip his dick out, like piss on. He don't know it's Lindy. He thinks he's at the fucking bathroom. And he's like, wait a minute, and he just keeps saying, wait a minute, over and over again. Finally, somebody got him.
Did she ever see what was?
I can't imagine her not. I mean, I'm not the only one that can verify this fucking story. So.
What was his gimmick? Booze?
I can't say what his gimmick necessarily
to be
was.
that out of it that you don't recognize
Probably
the boss's wife?
The same thing a lot of us, the rest of us were. We were
probably
drinking that GHB. Well, it was a natural. You could buy it in this health food store. This yellow precursor to GHB, like that was. I mean, it was legal, so that was the reason why everybody was doing it, you know. But it fucked you up, and so apparently, the story goes that he did something. I had a match with Bradshaw and in England for the pay-per-view, and he got some color. So he had this big old fucking gaff mark on his head. And Michael Hayes, you know, the Freebird and Abe's thing, where they always go like that, he was like, boom, he fucking named Bradshaw really hard. And the story goes that Bradshaw fucking clocked him and knocked him out. I didn't see that part, but it sounds good.
On the plane ride?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so as he's out cold, I'm like, I knew he had been fucking burying me in the booking meetings, and I'd had it out with him several times in front of people because I resented the fact that he was volunteering Edge and Christian and Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy to do these fucking ridiculous fucking stunts on these TLC matches on Raw. Man, they were putting those fucking guys on Raw every night doing those things for a while. And I'm like, I hear him going, yeah, it'd be great if right there, and da-da-da-da. Michael's good at his job, but he's getting a little overzealous fucking volunteering guys that fall 20 fucking 5 feet, man. And I'm like, why don't you fucking do it? You know, before you start fucking, and I said, why don't you let these guys come up with their own fucking match? How the fuck are they ever gonna learn how to do anything if you're fucking dictating what they should do? And you're not even telling them why, you know? You're not telling them why they should do it that way, you're just telling them to do it that way. And that's how you keep people dependent on you, because you don't fucking teach them why. So they gotta keep coming to you to ask them what the, that's kind of like the Flair fucking Sting and Flair Lex thing. Lex and Sting always had great matches with Flair because he always told them what to do, but he never told them why.
So you said this to him. You said this to
God, yeah.
Hayes. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so I'm like, oh God. He's got that fucking thing in a fucking ponytail, that mullet. You know, he was still rocking the mullet, you know.
Yeah. Still pretty much is.
And I'm like, somebody gave me a pair of scissors. And I remember Lawler over there just giggling. And he's like, oh, fucking, hey, he's put the screws to, like Brian, you know, Lawler's son, and he knew it. And everybody's like, no, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. And I fucking grabbed them scissors like I was pulling a fucking pair of taped brass knucks out of my fucking tights, you know? And I was like this with the scissors, and everybody's looking. They don't think I'm going to do it. And I grabbed that fucking tail, and I lifted it up like that, and I just went whack. And the whole crowd, the fucking old plane just erupted like, yeah. And then I posted it on the wall at TV the next day, auctioned it off.
There?
Yeah.
Mike Kinney, I once heard a story that Eddie Sharkey tried to publicly speak with you and you ran away from him. Not sure if this rumor is true, but what's